Hello there, this is just a motivational quick lesson for beginners, just to motivate you. For those of you who might be thinking, oh, I've had enough of this awful instrument, I'll never learn to play it. Well, I've got a surprise for you. You will. Trust me, it just takes a long time. But don't worry, because it's fun as you go along the way, and you learn loads about music, tunes, the history of fiddle playing. There's so much to learn. So it's not just playing this, you know, scratching the bow across a few strings. There's a lot more besides. So let's just look at this. Let's just do something very simple. Let's assume you've got the violin in tune. Something like that, hopefully. And and you've got the fiddle out of the cupboard now. You can dust it down. And all we're going to do is this. We're going to play on the D string. We are going to try and play between the end of the fingerboard and the bridge. Well, somewhere near anyway. I know I'm the world's worst. I go too far down there. But let's try and play somewhere in the middle. Okay, you can put it under your chin, by the way. And let's play the A note as well, the open A. And let's just practice playing the open A and then drop onto the open D. Now what I want you to try and do is go directly from the D to the A, but not end up playing two strings at the same time when you cross across. Don't do this, this is wrong. I know I'm always talking about playing drone notes, but on this occasion let's just play the individual notes. So we'll play the A string. Now the D string. Let's do the G string. D. A. Now you'll notice I'm only using the centre of the bow. That's because I'm not doing long bows as yet, but let's do a few long bows. Forgot about the E string. Okay, now we're going to put our first finger down on the A string. And now we're going to play the D string. Now we're going to be a little bit more complicated. We're going to put our finger across the first note of the D string and at the same time hold down the first note of the A string. Now we're going to jump across to the G string and hold down the first note of the D string. So we'll hold down the first note of the G string, hold down the first note of the D string. Jump back. Down. Okay, let's play the open A and D. Now go up to the first note. will be starting to feel a bit tired. That's quite normal. Don't worry, it's a bit like when you do exercises after a while. Your arms feel like they're lead, made of lead. That's quite normal. Plus also, you might be getting a little bit of an ache in your shoulder there because you've been holding the fiddle for some time. And that, once again, is quite normal. Let's go on to the E string. Let's crack on through it. Open E and open A. So, we've just started to loosen up a bit now. We're starting to get a little bit into it. Let's see where we can get with this. I'm going to play the open A and E, and then I'm going to play the first note on the A and the E string. Drop down. Drop down. Sound very melodic, does it, at the moment? So let's go back to the A string and let's use our second finger, our middle finger. Let's do it on the D string. Up to the A. Now let's go down as well. Onto the D. A. Ah, 3 notes beginning to make a tune. Now let's go on to the A. A. D. Am I cheating? Yes, I am, because I'm now playing 2 notes with 1 long bow stroke. E. And it's very tempting to go. So, you know, you can make tunes up quite simply, but by now you'll be feeling a bit tired, so I don't think we should go any further. But, that's just a bit of fun. You can add something like that. You can make tunes up on the fly. You don't need to use the musical notation all the time to be practicing. You can just pick up the instrument, just pick up, play a few random notes, practice your bowing, try and get your bowing so that you are playing exactly the string you want rather than the string next to it, or making those dreadful squeaky noises. The squeaky noises, by the way, are sort of caused by, I think, either playing a bit too close to the bridge. That can sometimes do it. But don't worry about that, because I know a jazz player, I think quite a famous jazz player that lives close to me. And one day he was telling me, Chris, you really do need to play I really do need to practice that sort of sound. And it's quite weird. And I said, well, why? Why do I need to? He said, because in jazz, that's the sort of thing we like. We like to sort of do improvisation, and we like to make different sounds with the violin. And of course, yeah, that's right. So if you make those squeaky noises, don't worry, because actually just say it's jazz. If anybody asks you, yeah, I'm practicing a bit of jazz today. But seriously, we want to try and develop our bowing technique, and that's the reason for this video. I have read a few comments saying people are feeling a little bit low, perhaps, because they pick up the fiddle and they think, am I ever going to be able to play this darned instrument? Yes, you will, but it does take time. So persevere, stick with it. It's definitely worth it, because eventually you reach a stage where you just pick it up, and the tune that's in your mind, you can play it. And so on. Okay, nice seeing you again. Take care, enjoy your fiddle playing. Don't get put off, don't get fed up. Get the thing out of the cupboard, play a few notes, put it back again. When you're feeling tired, go and have a nice cup of coffee, a cup of tea if you're in England. Whatever, relax, chill. Do the same thing the following day. Just put 10-15 minutes in maybe. Don't get too tired, there's no point. Just enjoy it, because gradually your muscles are remembering the positions, the technique, the bowing, etc. And things gradually improve. If you don't believe me, record yourself. Record yourself on your mobile phone one day, and then come back to it 2 or 3 weeks later and record yourself doing something similar. And then just compare the two, and you should, God's been with you, you should hear an improvement. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.